Right, today we're going to look at scale factors and how to calculate them. The first thing to think about is we're going to be looking at shapes today, and we're going to be counting the sides of shapes and seeing how much that shape is scaled up or down to a different shape. I'm drawing two shapes here. This is a rectangle, which is 1 high and 4 wide. I've drawn a second rectangle, which is 2 high and 8 wide. These shapes are what we call similar, which means they are exactly the same scale and ratio of side to side, but one is bigger than the other. One has been enlarged. So let's look at that enlargement. If we look at the left-hand edge, this is 1 block high and this is 2 blocks high. 1 to 2, okay. The length is 4 and the length is 8. So that's 4 to 8. What we've found is this is twice the size in terms of its height and its length than the first one. So it has been scaled up by a factor of 2. It is being enlarged by 2. We have a 1 here and a 2 there. 4 to 8 is also double, so it's a scale factor of 2. So that's our first pair of shapes. We're going to show something slightly different now, and that is a triangle. I've now got a triangle that is 3 high and 2 along its base. 3 high and 2 along its base. I'm going to draw 2 triangles next to it, and I want you to think which one of those is similar and why. Okay, so 3 high and 2 wide. Which of these two, either triangle A or triangle B, is similar to this triangle? Think about the length of the height. Sorry, think about the heights. So each of these is 6. Think about the base. This one is 3. This one is 4. So they both have a scale factor of 2 on the height, but 2 times 2 is 4. So this one is not similar. It isn't just an expanded and enlarged version of this first one. So this is the similar triangle. Very finally on triangles, because I know that in the questions I've got for you, we need to remember how to calculate the area of a triangle. So if we look at this triangle here, hopefully you remember from a couple of weeks ago, before everything shut down, we did quite a lot of calculating of areas of triangles. We did a bit of folding with paper, and we realised that on any triangle, particularly on a right angle triangle here, but on any triangle, if you've got the perpendicular height times the base, then the area of that triangle is going to be perpendicular height times base divided by 2, on the basis that you could make a rectangle 6 by 4. 6 times 4 equals 24. Let's call it meters squared if this was an enormous triangle. And then actually we want half of that, don't we? So 24 divided by 2 equals 12 meters squared. So I just wanted, and when we talked about formula, it was height times base over 2 equals triangle area. So that's the formula that I just want you to remember when you go on to the questions. I'm going to now stop the video. I'll send you to the link which is going to be week 2 lesson 1 step 6 calculating scale factors. I'll put the link into this blog post. Have a look at their little video, which basically just describes the type of thing I've looked at here, and then there's some activities. Once again, you can have a look at you can print it out and work on it on paper. It's a couple of sides of A4 if you want to. If not, you can just kind of use any workbook or bit of paper that you've got. Look at the questions online and have a go. Hope that makes sense. And obviously you've got your answers there to have a go through, work through of yourselves with yourselves afterwards. If you've got a second person, maybe a sibling or an adult who can go through those with you, that will be brilliant. Good luck, and drop any comments